Tonight on the Cavalier Connection, one of the headliners of the 2025 football recruiting class, 6'3", 210-pound, three-star athlete out of Asheville High, Justin Rowe, joins us on the podcast. Not only is he a top athlete, but he's got a 4.0 GPA, a perfect match for the Who's. Get to know him and his insights into Coach Elliott, the new football facility, and so much more right now.
Good evening. Welcome on into another edition of the Cavalier Connection podcast. I'm your host, Jack Lowe, joined as always by Jay Ballard and my dad, Jeff Lowe. Tonight, we have our guest on from Asheville High School, Justin Rowe. How you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
Happy to have you.
Absolutely. So you're getting ready to start your senior year of high school. Have you been enjoying your summer break?
I have. I'm actually back home in Canada right now. I'm actually originally
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm actually at a boarding school in Asheville, North Carolina. So I've been enjoying time with family and friends for sure.
Nice.
Awesome. Nice. Did you go to a bunch of camps and compete? And if so, what schools?
Yeah, actually, this offseason, I didn't really go to camps. I went on my official visit to UVA. And then outside of that, I've just been training with my my local guy here and some other football players as well.
Nice. So for high school football, when would you say you guys are really start ramping up for the fall football season? Is it around now?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be going to campus in the end of the month, actually. So our preseason starts August 3rd or August 4th, I should say. So I'm going to head down there and we're going to get everyone together. We have a lot of guys from across Canada, the US. So get everyone together, see how we gel, and then we'll be ready to attack the season.
Oh yeah.
Nice. What would you say is your best position in high school right now?
To be honest, I would say safety for sure. But I play all around the field. I've been playing receiver. I've been returning kicks. Of course, safety. So I feel like right now, I think I'm the biggest asset playing safety. Typically I'll cover receiver one, and then I'll play in the box if need be. So I feel like I've been a pretty good weapon defensively for sure.
Nice. Yeah, that was kind of our next question. So we know you kind of play both sides of the ball in high school. Do you have any thoughts of potentially doing that at UVA?
To be honest, I think I'll leave the receiving stuff to the true receivers, But in high school, it's a lot of fun, though. I'm to be able to do that. I love scoring touchdowns. My first ever position was playing running back, so that's what I grew up knowing.
Okay.
So I'll do it as long as I can, but I feel like once I get to UVA, I'll definitely focus up playing some defense for sure.
You can score some touchdowns for us on the defensive side. We'll take it.
I was going to say the same thing, Jeff.
So what are some areas you're looking to improve on the most during your senior season?
Yeah, I think I'm looking to be more physical. Come downhill, make a hard hit. I think I've proven myself in coverage, for the past 2 years in Asheville. So, yeah, this year I definitely want to be more physical. I want to be more of a vocal leader as well and just continue to – I've only played 2 years of defense, actually. So,
wow.
Oh, wow.
My first year was my sophomore year. I played safety. I've been playing safety the past 2 years, and then I moved into linebacker a little bit, played some corner. So, I feel like year by year I'm gaining a lot more confidence. So I'm looking to put that confidence on display. And, I feel like I have a pretty high ceiling seeing that I've only played 2 years of defense. So I'm looking forward to see, how much film I've been watching and practice and all that and reps and how that'll pay off my senior year.
Yeah. Is there any particular NFL safeties or NFL defensive players for that matter that you like to model your game after?
For sure. I mean, as of right now, I'm looking at a backer. I like watching Fred Warner, the 49ers. Nice. I mean, he's a freak athlete. He's a hybrid. Also Kyle Hamilton, he can come off the edge. He's the lengthy safety, and he's a switch army knife. I want to be someone that's a matchup nightmare. Someone you have to game plan around, and someone that that opposing coaches don't want to play on Friday nights.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I watched your highlights from your junior year, and you looked super comfortable out on the perimeter
100%.
in that press coverage. I mean, it looked like guys had a really hard time getting off of you.
For sure, yeah. So I was assigned covering receiver one for a lot of the games. Unfortunately, our corner had suffered an injury, so that's a task I took, and I embraced it. And yeah, I mean, playing press coverage is something I love to do. So hopefully that'll translate to being like a hybrid linebacker, Virginia, covering the slot. Comfortably able to cover slots and tight ends, and just translate that athleticism to Charlottesville.
Yeah, like that Swiss Army knife on the defensive side of the ball. I like it.
Yeah.
So how long is UVA? How long were they recruiting you, and were you taking them serious from the jump, or
Right.
how'd that go?
Yeah, UVA actually came in later in the picture. I started getting I can't recall, but it was definitely after my junior year, my junior football season, I should say. So there, I'd already kind of, had my eyes set on certain schools, and then Coach Sintum came around, who I really, I really liked him. I think he's a great recruiter, and I definitely built a relationship with him. And at first, I was considering them, but it wasn't. I can't say it was the highest on my list, if I'm being completely honest. But the more I looked into the program, the more conversations I had with Coach Sintum, and then Coach Elliott, and then Coach Mike Adams came in the picture. And then I went on that visit into a spring practice. I want to say it was March. I think it was like March 19th, around there. Got on campus. I mean, they're building brand new facilities. They're investing more into the program and the players. And then I think what got me the most is that Coach Elliott really got a grasp to my parents. My parents really liked him, and so did I. So, I mean, when your parents are happy, you're happy as well, right? And then
Absolutely.
I went on the official visit, and everything was just kind of solidified from there. Obviously, I was committed prior, but that definitely helped me double down on my decision and being all in with Virginia.
Coach Elliott is a parent favorite. You're the second recruit we've talked to that has said the other recruit. I can't remember. I think it was Sean John that said that, or no, it was help me out, Jeff or Jack. Jim, offensive lineman. Anyway, he said his mom basically said, "I want you to go to Virginia because I like Coach Elliott." So yeah, that he's very popular.
For sure.
So who would you say finished second in your recruitment?
South Carolina was there for sure. South Carolina, Wake Forest was there. UNC, I was looking at them a lot as well. So those are my four right there that I was heavily considering. And then Virginia kind of took that step forward. Considering it being like a top public university in the country, on top of the coaching staff that I really grew to take a liking to. And then, I just felt comfortable, right? And then sometimes you just got to go with that gut feeling. And then, that official visit really, really set them apart, I think, for sure.
Yeah. So what do you think about the new football facility? What was kind of like your favorite? I mean, obviously it's a wow facility, but what would you say is your favorite part of it?
I mean, the weight room, right? I mean, you look at the weight room, why wouldn't you want to wake up every day and go to work, right? It's just that much more encouraging. I've been on a lot of visits. I've been to SECs. I've been to, you name it, I visited there, right? And they're definitely up there. And it's crazy to think that an ACC program is doing that, right?
Yeah.
And then, I actually didn't know that they redid everything, to be honest. I thought it was just the weight room and locker room, but then I went on the visit, and then there's brand new meeting rooms, team room. They have the nutrition bar. So it was really just, I think it was that much better that I didn't know that was going to be there. It just added the surprise, and to be honest, it was just a great overall experience. But for sure, the weight room.
Nice.
Awesome. So now that you're on board, have you been openly recruiting a lot of guys? And if so, anybody you think we might get a commit from here in the next not too distant future?
As of right now, the guys I've recently committed, there's always sometimes you just gotta go in the Instagram comments and tell them where home is, right? So that's
there you go.
I'll continue to do that for sure. Once I find the guys that we're targeting, I feel like we're building something great at Virginia. Obviously, it's been a little tough these past recent years, but I really feel like this program's turning around, and seeing this 25 class, I'm really feeling good, and I'm excited to say that I'll one day be a part of this, this program that's going to turn around for the better.
Absolutely. Jeff and I have been fans for probably 35 years. And there's been a lot of good years, but there's been a lot of lean years too. And so we love hearing and seeing, there's an actual, you can see the tide changing in the program with the recruits like yourself. Just so bright and so athletic. You can play multiple positions, and they're just getting some great athletes in there. So it's definitely been a changing of the tide, I think, with Coach Elliott.
Yeah.
I did want to ask any shout out you want to give to maybe a previous coach or parent, high school coach who's played a role in your success on and off the field.
No, 100%. I mean, I haven't had that many coaches. I started playing when I was 12, 13 years old. So, I mean, all these coaches that I grew up playing for the Eagles down here, I don't want to start saying names because someone's going to slip my mind and I'll feel bad. But I'll definitely say Coach John specifically. He's my position coach down here. He kind of I remember he sat my family and I down a few years ago and proposed this whole boarding school idea and what we can make of it and how it can lead to a scholarship, getting a free education at a great institution. And then, he sat us down that day. I think that was 2020. And that's when I kind of realized I wanted to go all in with this, and my family agreed. So it's just great to see that's paying off. And without him, I definitely wouldn't be in where I am right now. So I'm really grateful for him. I'm grateful for Coach Isaiah at Limitless Era. That's my training program I'm doing right now. He's keeping my body right, keeping me in shape, but also, those guys are mentoring me as well. In the mind, your body is just as important as the mind. So, of course, Coach Bryson and Asheville School, who are, helping open these doors. And then Coach Jared and all these guys that I play back at Eagles, all my head coaches, Coach Deisman and all of them. Definitely appreciative of all of them for sure.
Awesome. Did you play any other sports prior to going to Asheville or even in Asheville?
Yeah, I played whatever sport you can name, I played it. It was whether it was volleyball, handball, soccer, basketball, whatever I can get my hands on. I was doing it, ping pong, it didn't really matter.
Right.
But then I was 12, 13, so going into 7th grade, that's when I picked up the football. That football was actually one of the last sports I actually played. But then, once I picked it up, I always played in the schoolyard, playing touch football with my friends. And then one day my friend was like, man, you should really try this out, like tackle football. And I was like, okay, let's try it, And then ever since then, I kind of fell in love. I think I fell in love with this, it's not a simple game, but it really is, it's take the ball, score a touchdown, right? Get to the end zone.
Right.
That's what I love. It was hand me the ball, I'll find a way to get there, Right.
Make a play.
Right. Someone time and do it one more time, So that was the simplicity I love and I fell in love with. And but besides that, I played basketball at Asheville as well for a little bit. I'm on the varsity team there. So, whatever. At the end of the day, I love being an athlete. I love playing sports. I love competing. So, sports is a great way to show my competitive spirit for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you decided what you want to major in when you get to UVA?
I haven't. That's a discussion I'm still having, an ongoing conversation I'm having with my parents. But as right now, I'm looking at business school, commerce, something like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But still, I'm not too pressed about that as right now. I'm focused on senior year. Making the best of my last year of high school, and then when the time comes, I'm sure I'll be ready to make a decision. But something to keep in the back of my mind for sure.
Yeah. So what do you like to do in your free time when you're not in the gym or playing football?
Man, I love to rest. Recover, stretch, do whatever I need to recover. I'm reading a little bit here and there. Doing some summer reading stuff. I love spending time with my friends, with my boys. Whether it's playing video games or just talking, going out to eat, and all that. I'm not a big party guy, but I'm more of a sit back and chill in the house, just have good conversations. I don't know if that's the old man in me, but it's definitely what I love most for sure.
It keeps you out of trouble, so that's a good decision.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's surprisingly, Justin, as I say, we've talked to quite a few recruits and players that are there currently. You're gonna fit right in, man.
Really,
He's gonna fit right in because there's
I'm
a
not-
lot of old souls. You
I'm
know.
not surprised that UVA loves to recruit a certain type of player, so
Yeah.
hopefully realized in the recruiting process, there's a lot of guys that talk that are very intelligent and they're very respectful and all that. So I'm not surprised to hear that for sure. I did want to say one more thing. I want to say shout out Coach Chris Santamura. I almost slipped my mind, but at the Eagles, I didn't want to leave him out of there for sure.
No doubt. Hey, so you mentioned video games, and I know the new NCAA football game just came out. Did you get it?
I didn't. To be honest, I never grew up playing video games, but whenever my boys come over, doing that. But just for this game, I'm gonna invest in a PS5. Have to get on that, man. I'm excited to see it. I've been watching a lot of videos. I can't wait to put on the UVA versus VTech game.
That's right.
We'll get that done in the video game and put it in real life soon as well.
There you go.
Love
That's
it.
right. Well, I was going to ask you about that. Has anyone talked to you about the rivalry with Virginia Tech and what that game means to the fans?
I mean, no one said it specifically, but I already know what it is, man. It's the big Virginia matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's trying to be the big state school, so it's gonna stay where it belongs in Charlottesville, and I'm excited to live in that tradition soon.
Yeah, we can't wait. Did the coaches talk about plans for your first year as far as playing right away or possibly redshirting?
Right, we actually hadn't spoken much about that, but I was spoken with Coach Mike Adams, who I also taken a strong liking to as well, who came in to replace Coach Sintom, as I'm sure you guys are aware.
Right.
And he was saying there's a possibility they may start me at safety and then walk me down to the box as time goes on. Seeing that I have shown that I can play around the field. But in terms of redshirting and playing early and all that, to be honest, I don't know what the plans are. I'm gonna best prepare myself to do that, to play. Of course, everyone wants to play, but again, if redshirting is a part of the process, then I'm all for it. And I'm gonna do what's necessary. That if that redshirt does come around, I'll be ready the next time that I'm on that field.
Hey, quick question: did Sintom try to steal you to Illinois?
He did not. He did not try to steal me to Illinois. But Coach Sintom's a great guy. Gotta get the
UVA guy. We gotta love him. Yeah.
Exactly. No shade towards Coach Sintom, man.
That's right. Is there a message you'd like to send out to all the Wahoo fans?
Man, I mean, I appreciate you guys for accepting me, the coaching staff for showing their interest in me as well. I'm excited to give you guys my everything for 4 years, and I'm excited for game days. I'm excited to work in early mornings, late nights, and I'm just excited to really give my everything to this program and to the fans for sure.
So to wrap up our interview, we've been doing a fast money round, like rapid fire questions, just to kind of get to know you. So what's your favorite color?
Let's go green.
Green. All right.
Okay.
Thought you were going to say orange. No. Favorite food?
Shrimp Alfredo.
Okay. I love Alfredo. Favorite shoe brand?
Nike.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Favorite Gatorade color?
Ooh, let's go blue. Classic blue.
Blue. Okay. Mm-hmm. Favorite NFL team?
Oh, can't say, but I got to think of something. Let's go Ravens.
Okay. I thought you might say Panthers, but Ravens are a much better choice.
That's harder to like these days. I have to say.
Yeah, no doubt. You have who's the football GOAT?
The football GOAT. It's hard not to say TB12, man. It's hard not to say Tom Brady.
Right.
Got to Tom Brady.
Do you have a favorite musician?
Ooh, can't say I do. I mean, I can't honestly. I don't think.
Or is there a favorite song or what you play most now? Like when you're working out?
I play some raw wave. I play.
There you go.
I'm a Christian, so I play a lot of gospel music as well.
Okay.
Some gospel, or some gospel hip hop.
Okay.
But that's what I stick to.
Nice. What's your favorite sport other than football?
Basketball.
Who's your favorite basketball team?
Man, we gotta go Raptors, man.
Okay. Yes. Yep.
Canadian team.
You gotta.
You and Drake.
Exactly. Me and Drake, man.
I think I'm gonna know the answer to this one, but are you an early riser or a late nighter?
I'm a little bit of both, but I would say
Okay.
early riser. I've been learning to be an early riser these days. You got to.
That's what I thought you were going to say. You just seem like you're an early riser type of guy. Do you have a favorite movie?
Ooh, that's a great question. A favorite movie? We can go Remember the Titans. We can go Coach Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Those are both great.
I'm a sports movie guy. I'm a sports movie guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. What's your favorite place to eat?
Ooh. I would say I like a little Olive Garden. I like some Red Lobster. Red Lobster's closing around here.
Yeah.
Here too.
Really? Oh, that's unfortunate, man. But my shrimp Alfredo always came from Red Lobster, man. But
Jay's a former Red Lobster employee.
I am, and I have a great shrimp Alfredo is actually my favorite food, and I have a recipe. I'll shoot it to you. It's very simple, all frozen products, and I'll shoot it to you through Messenger.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll have to let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Last two. Favorite pizza.
Whew. Oh wow, man! I love some black olives on my pizza. Whatever you can throw on there with black olives, I eat it.
Oh yeah, that's my
Nice.
wife. Last one. Do you have a celebrity crush?
I do not have a celebrity crush.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I had a couple.
Uh-huh.
Who was it when I was a kid?
Okay.
I can't remember. I did have some when I was younger. As of right now, I can't say I do though.
Okay. All right.
Football.
Awesome.
That's your crush.
Football.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
Football.
There you go. Well, Justin, we'd like to thank you so much for coming on tonight on the Cavalier Connection podcast. We wish you best of luck in your senior season. Have a great summer. We look forward to talking with you again when you become a Who.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys' time for sure.
Thank you so much.
you,
We
Justin.
enjoyed it.
Thanks once again to Justin Rowe for taking time out of his night to join us. He was absolutely phenomenal to talk to, and I think he's going to fit in really well with this class of 25 that UVA has been building across the last few months. It's been incredible. And that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. So if you will, please give us a follow on X at Talk UVA Sports, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, the Cavalier Connection, Instagram, the _ Cavalier _ Connection _ And that's going to do it. Closing thoughts, Jay?
What a pleasure to talk to Justin. Outstanding young man, super intelligent. Love the fact that he's a Christian. Love the fact that he is a hard, wants to work hard, and can't wait till he's in the orange and blue and we're watching him play on Saturdays.
Yeah, he's definitely intelligent, hard worker, fitting right into the UVA culture, and also, shout out Coach Elliott. This guy is recruiting his tail off, and he's got the mamas and daddies on board as well. And so, Justin said Virginia was not high on his list to start out, but Coach Elliott came in, he swooped in.
Yep.
And, between talking to Justin and talking to the parents, and you can just see what kind of guy Coach Elliott is as well. And that's where I believe this program is definitely on the rise, and he's building something special that's coming around here soon. Stay tuned to UVA football.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap it up for us, and go Hoos.